Poker isn't a game of cards, it's a game of people. And sometimes what people do gives them away. Hands that shake are not an act. It's almost 100% reliable because shaking is hard to fake. What does it tell you? Your opponent has made a very strong hand, unbeatable or nearly so. Jittering and fidgeting aren't usually an act. Players can be impatient. Sometimes a player drums her fingers. Now she bets. The drumming continues. You reach toward your chips, and the drumming stops. What does this mean? Usually, the bettor is weak or bluffing and doesn't want the call. If you're not sure whether to call or fold, try this. Reach for the chips and watch for the reaction. If the drumming or fidgeting stops abruptly, call. If it doesn't, fold. A change in breathing patterns is one of the strongest telltale signs in poker. You might hear or even see the breathing. Players who have strong hands get excited and breathe faster. Players who are bluffing are afraid you might call, so they get very still and barely breathe. Opponents who are looking at their cards don't think you're watching them. Don't look at your cards while opponents are looking at theirs. The cards will be there later. If you look at them now, you'll miss some of the most valuable tells in poker. See if your opponents quickly glance toward their chips after seeing their cards. This usually means they like what they see and are planning to bet. This is especially true if they glance at their chips and then stare away as if they're uninterested. On the other hand, your opponent may not look away. It's the quick glance at the chips here that you'll miss if you're not watching. This is an especially powerful tell in hold'em on the flop. Watch your opponents watch the flop. You don't need to see the cards just yet. Also, watch when your opponents first peek at their starting hands. The longer they look, the more likely it's a weak hand. They're just pretending to be interested. If it's a big hand, he'll usually cover it quickly and pretend to be disinterested. Look for these bluffs, and you'll be winning in no time.
Want me to keep taking your money?